All right. Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. And as you all know, it is live stream Saturday. That's what I do here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. time. Um, I'm not sure what that is GMT, if it's -4 or +4 anymore. I don't really remember. Sorry. Um, yeah, so I wasn't going to do a War of the Bounty Hunters review for this month's issue of War of the Bounty Hunters number 4 and Dr. Afra number 14, but I decided to go ahead and do it after I read it one more time. Hey, good morning, Sydney81. Hey, good morning, everybody. Robin, Knut, and DR, looks like you're in there, and Blaze Cap. And who else do we have? And it looks like that's all that's commented so far. Yeah, Blaze Cap, it's a live stream. I do them every Saturday. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do a live stream of the War of the Bounty Hunters comic. Blaze Cap, you can still put your theory in the notes or in the comment section if you'd like. Thanks, DR. I love doing the live streams. I have a lot of fun with this. It's a good way for all of us to get to know each other and see what we're all about and see what we like, what we don't like, and just less focus on the actual channel, more focus on just engagement, hanging out. It's Saturday. I got my coffee mug ready. This has pretty much been well, nope, I take that back. I was going to say this has been the only Saturday that I haven't had a lot of stuff to do, but I do have a lot of stuff to do. My daughter's moving today, so I'll be helping her as soon as I get a chance. I'm sorry for the cleaning of the eye thing. My allergies have been acting up again. Hey, DR, good to see you. And F. Kayoki, good to see you. Yeah, Kayoki, I do get that, and I'll get into that here in just a minute. So, if you guys haven't seen them, this is War of the Bounty Hunters number 4, and this is the Dr. Afra version number 14. Not sure why they have Bosk on the cover. He's not even in it. Unless I missed some pages or something, or I bought a wrong edition. There's no Bosk in it. Lots of Action Man memes. Hey, oh yeah, Don, how you doing? Yeah, so I'll start with the War of the Bounty Hunters number 4. That one it's coming along finally. It's finally coming along as a Boba Fett centered comic. The first half of the comic I wasn't real thrilled. I was like, oh no, this one's about Luke again. Luke being whiny, and he is really whiny in this series. Remember in Empire Strikes Back where he's like, I gotta save my friends, and he leaves Yoda, takes off to save his friends and everything, and he fights Vader, loses his hand, loses the battle. Pretty much everybody loses in that movie. But then, in the comics, it's after that battle with Vader, and Luke's like, no, I can't go fight him again. I can't go save Han. I can't go save my friends. I'm not going to do it. So he's just really, really whiny. And it seems more in line with what the original Luke was. I mean, yes, he was ready to go get it, ready to go do it, let's go rescue Leia. Let's go save my friends on Cloud City, until he hits defeat and feels real defeat. And that kind of knocks him back a notch. I like it, but I don't like how whiny he is in the Star Wars comics. He could still be whiny and be less whiny, I think. I just think it was a little over the top. Yeah, Blaze Cap, I like the Valance and Boba dynamic to a certain degree. Blaze Cap, Valance, and I haven't read, for some reason I'm missing some of the story. I've been reading all the Bounty Hunter series, but I think that Valance is a friend of Han Solo and he's trying to rescue him, where Boba Fett's just trying to get Han Solo to get money for his frozen body. Yeah, so give me just a minute, DR. I'll get back to that. So I don't know about how the dynamic's going to go. I feel like Boba Fett's probably using Valance, or both are using each other, or something like that. Yeah. So. Yeah. So okay. So the second half of the War of the Bounty Hunters #4 was really good. I mean, we got Boba Fett kicking Dengar's ass. We got Boba Fett teaming up with Valance, because now they're finally leaving this party. That's been my biggest complaint, my biggest bitch through this whole thing, is that they've been at this party for like 12 issues of the War of the Bounty Hunters, just showing it from different angles and all the same story. And I'm like, move along. Finally, they move along. Vader has them take Solo's frozen body to his Star Destroyer, the Executor, and Valance and Boba Fett are going to go after him somehow. I don't know why is it saying I can't sign into the chat? I'm sorry, guys. This technology just is horrible. I love it and I hate it. Okay, Blaze Cap. I'll have to check that out. I was actually looking at that comic series yesterday at the comic book store, and I almost got it, but I went with Dr. Aphra #6. Not #6, the comic book, but the 6th volume. So it's got like 6 comics in it itself. Yeah, so I went ahead and did that. All right, so now on to Dr. Aphra #14. Not as impressed. I'm sorry. That's really my review with it. I love Dr. Aphra. I love the character she brings to the Star Wars stories. But I mean, these other guys, I mean, I even forget their names because they're so unimportant to me. These 2 thief guys that, I don't know. They're just annoying. They're on her side, they're not on her side. They're on this other guy with big sideburns side. And hey, Blaze Cap, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining in. I just wasn't impressed with the comic. It seems like it's becoming more about Deathstick in the Dr. Aphra comic than Dr. Aphra. And I know I seem like I'm being petty with this, but I know that movies and novels and stuff like that are set up scene by scene, where you have one side of the scene, like let's take Empire Strikes Back, for example. You have Luke on Dagobah, and they're showing that, and then they'll pan over to Han and Leia in the Millennium Falcon dodging asteroids and stuff like that. And then they'll pan over to Darth Vader, patch me into the Emperor, get us out of the asteroid field. And you keep switching scenes like that, and you got different characters in those scenes. But what irks me about these comic series is that each one, let's say Dr. Aphra, Darth Vader, the Star Wars line, what else is it? The War of the Bounty Hunters and the Bounty Hunter comics. All of those are supposed to be those separate scenes. And instead of making them separate scenes and making them about the characters that are in that line, Boba Fett and Bounty Hunters, Dr. Aphra, Darth Vader, they're mixing them all into each comic book and making it draw out longer. And God help us, I hope they kill off Kira soon. Oh my God, she's so annoying. But that's all I got to say about that. So that's my review. I'm not hating the War of the Bounty Hunters. I think it's just missing some stuff. It's missing some things that could be a little bit better. Tighten it up a little bit. Just tighten it up. Put the characters in the right comic books for that scene. And that's what's supposed to be. Each one is supposed to be a scene around the Han Solo carbonite thing and Boba Fett losing him. The first couple issues of War of the Bounty Hunter were amazing, and it looks like the last couple are going to be a little bit better. They better figure out how to wrap it up, though. They only got one more month to get it all done. And that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, that's most likely the thing, Robin. Um, More than likely, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, all right, DR. I didn't know you were working on a novel. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of dead plastic mans. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be really a rant, DR. It was just more of a disappointment. It's not that I hate it. It's just that I'm a little bit disappointed. They build it as a Boba Fett centric comic series. And up until this point, it's been anything but Boba Fett. It's been everything else. It's been about Death Stick. It's been about Darth Vader, which cool, but the Darth Vader one's even becoming about Kira, and she's really, really, really on my nerves. I don't want her in the Book of Boba Fett, and she better not be in the Book of Boba Fett. I'm gonna be really upset if she is, uh, unless he kills her. That would be kind of cool. But did anybody see my video from yesterday about? I'm sure some of you did about the future of the Mandalorian. I, I I know a lot of that's repetitive of what I've said before in other videos, but I do have a lot of new subscribers, so I just wanted to get that out there to them, um, and have them enjoy it. Why am I not signed in? Let's see. Don says Citizen is a flash new Boba watch. Yep, yep. I mean, if I could afford one of those Citizen watches, I'd be all over it. But I can't. I'm also going to do something I've never done before, and I don't usually like to do. I'm going to promote something Marvel. My son and I went to see Shang-Chi last night, and it was freaking amazing. It was awesome. Um, I think it was really, really good. It was more of a Bruce Lee style martial arts movie with a little bit of magic that could make the character believable. And I mean, some of the fight scenes were a little more than incredible, but a lot of the moves were really, really good. So, Shang-Chi, if you guys haven't seen it, go see it. Edits and I went and saw it last night with our other son, or my other son, and it was a good time. All right, so my future of the Mandalorian thing is that there are a lot of rumors going around that the Mandalorians, this is going to be the last season, that it's going to change its name, and I can see that happening. I can see it changing to either Mandalorians or something more dynamic than the Mandalorian, focusing on one guy. Pedro Pascal's schedule is way too busy with his new series. I think it's called Last of Us or something on HBO. Um, and I think it's just going to be more dynamic about Mandalorians as a whole. All right, so Knut asks, what do I think of the Knights of the Old Republic remake? Awesome. I cannot wait for it. But I'll have to wait for it because currently you cannot buy a PlayStation 5 anywhere. Um, so I have to wait till I can buy a PlayStation 5. My microphone's all janky looking. What's going on here? Sorry, I'm a really organized person. I hope that didn't make sounds into the microphone. Um, I can't wait for it. To me, it doesn't look like it's going to be just a graphics update. It looks like it's going to be a total remake of the game, which I'm down for. Make it more modern, make the story more modern, make it fit more into the timeline. What I'm afraid of is that they're going to make the timeline canon, but it's going to be the High Republic era rather than the Old Republic. And nobody wants that. We want it to be the Old Republic, thousands of years before Phantom Menace. That's the way it was originally set up. Yeah, so the Shang-Chi thing, it was hilarious because Ben Kingsley's in it, and he plays a goofball. This man's an Academy Award winning actor, and he's in a Marvel movie playing a goofball. I loved it. It was so cool. Oh, Knut, rub it in. Rub it in. That's awesome, DR. Yeah, I love that. I'm Mr. Action Man. I like the one you did where the Order 66 thing where his head rolls on the floor. I'm Mr. Action Man. That was funny stuff. All right, so another thing I noticed today, I know there's probably news on this already. I just haven't been up on it. But today I was scrolling Instagram and I noticed one of the people I follow or one of the groups I follow or something. They posted on there that Lucasfilm has released or Disney has released their schedules for movies until 2028. So that means that they have everything listed out that's coming out until 2028. And what's interesting to me is that, of course, Rogue Squadron's in there. That's one movie that was announced a while back. It's going to be flight-based Star Wars movie that comes out in 2023. But they also have two other movies listed, one in 2025 and one in 2027. They're untitled, so I can't wait until we find out more about what that is. I could swear I just heard something go off. Oh. Okay. Sorry, my daughter was texting me about us moving her stuff. I'm excited for her. She's got her own place and everything now. And her life's really looking up, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah, but it's exciting that they have movies listed. Finally, these are theater movies, hopefully, not just Disney Plus movies. Not that that matters, because, I got a 75-inch TV and surround sound, so I can make my own theater in here. Hey, good morning, John42. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so the future of the Mandalorian for me is pretty awesome. I'm thinking it's a lot less doom and gloom than what everybody's making it out to be. I think that all these stories are going to culminate together. Robin, you mentioned that maybe each Mandalorian will take on one clan of Hutts at a time. And that would be cool. Or one clan of Mandalorians taking on a clan of Hutts at a time. That would be cool. I'd really be down with that. Other than Sabine and Ahsoka trying to figure out the Thrawn thing and them beginning to get into the Grisk because they'll be the first contacts with Thrawn and Ezra. Movie stream. Not sure what you mean. So hopefully that's what happens. That the bigger threat is not the Empire anymore, or the First Order, or anything like that. The bigger threat's going to be the Grisk. I feel like the Empire is going to retreat into the unknown regions at this time, and that's when they start rebuilding to the First Order, while the New Republic and all the Mandalorians and Jedi are all faced with fighting the Grisk. Kind of like the old Yuuzhan Vong stories. Boba would be a gangster Mandalorian. I'm walking here. Yeah, he would. Somebody posted on one of my old videos yesterday. Let me see if I can find the comment. Give me just a second here. Sorry, guys. Where is it? Where is that comment? Oh, here it is. Somebody mentioned, think they should, this is on the video that I made a while back, like a year ago, the Mandalorian Season 2 finale, Bo-Katan and Boba Fett analysis and review. This is about their interaction, their fight, and their argument, and how Boba Fett didn't have to tell her that he was a Mandalorian. Yada, yada, yada. So this guy or girl, I'm not really sure, posted, think they should make babies together and make little Bo-Katan. I thought that was hilarious. Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan Fett or Bo-Katan Kreese? You talking to me? Oh, man. Yeah, so I thought that was awesome. Yes, Robin, they were. That really escalated Boba Fett into being the Mandalore. And it really put Luke as the OP son of a gun that we saw in the expanded universe. Hence the reason that a lot of people don't like Luke in the sequel trilogy because he's nothing like the expanded universe. Yeah, kind of, Knut. I hope they do a mixture, honestly. Because if you watch Luke in the original trilogy, he's this whiny little kid, and he he gets knocked down a notch, yes, when he fights Vader, but then he becomes even more whiny, and then in Return of the Jedi, then we see confidence in him, overconfidence, like more confidence than he deserves, and he almost gets his ass whooped by the Emperor, thinking he's going to defeat the Emperor and throw down his lightsaber and all that, and that didn't happen. Um, so I think that if they could do a combination, I think in the expanded universe he was way too cocky and OP for the character that he was in the original trilogy. And the expanded universe took place right after the original trilogy on up, and he was just way too sure of himself and way too cocky. I think bring him back down a notch, make his character more fluid. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Robin. It's just it's stupid. I'm not saying Luke was stupid. I'm saying that the writing should have been more fluid. And so help me God, if they bring out Luke, I'm gonna be really mad because I hated that whole storyline of the cloned Luke. Yes, Don, exactly. And I think with what they're doing with the rebranding of it, if that actually happens, please don't take that as news because I don't have inside sources and I don't know the news on it. And we'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure. But with Pedro Pascal's busy schedule, he's not going to be able to be the center of attention for two shows. So that's maybe the reason why there's a rumor going around that they're going to rebrand The Mandalorian into something else. That also means that Pedro Pascal's character, Din Djarin, won't be able to be the Mandalore unless he's like a silent Mandalore off in the distance or something. They never show him. Maybe a cameo once in a while, but he's not going to be able to be the Mandalore because it's going to require a lot of screen time. And he doesn't have that much time on his schedule. So I'm hoping that our predictions are right, that Boba Fett becomes the Mandalore he was in Legends. That has to happen. I mean, there's certain things that people get upset about. If you don't make Luke Skywalker a certain way, fans get upset. Um, if you don't make Darth Vader a certain way, he's not believable. You ruined his character, and it's not going to work. Boba Fett, if you don't stick with the stories we grew up with post Return of the Jedi, people are going to get upset. Not everybody, not as many fans as Luke or Darth Vader or anything, but the hardcore Boba Fett fans are going to get upset about it. And I can't say I'll be upset about it. I'll be a little disappointed if they don't do that route. But I do think they're going to do that route because Jon Favreau has hinted at that in the Luke Skywalker special edition Mandalorian thing. He said Star Wars fans protect it. They hold it close to them, and we're the. And I'm paraphrasing here, of course, but he said pretty much we're the craziest fans. We know more about the franchise than most people, and he's trying to honor that. He's trying to make it what Star Wars fans want it to be. All right, whew, that was a long breath. Do I think Bros brought a younger mid Revenge of the Sith and New Hope Boba to kill some Wookiees. I couldn't say. I'm not sure. I want to say those Wookiee braids are just hits that were put out, and he honored it. Bosk is kind of a friend and guardian to Boba Fett, yes, but I want to say one of the War of the Bounty Hunter issues, they weren't as friendly. I'm just going to say it that way. Hey, Boba Fett, best bounty hunter, good to see you. Yeah, Dawn, exactly. I don't want to see anybody making babies with Bo-Katan, but I kind of do, though, and I kind of don't. And I don't think it should be any of the main characters that are out there. Maybe that Axe Woves guy that hung out with her. Maybe they could have some babies together. Or even if they bring Jodo Cast into it and he actually becomes a Mandalorian, like in my fan fictions. And by the way, everybody, if you have not seen my fan fictions, I think I'll go ahead and link some of the playlists in the description here. I'm really trying to make really good stories about these characters, like Jodo Cast, like Boba Fett before Return of the Jedi, during Return of the Jedi, and a little bit after. Like, my whole thing was that Boba Fett was actually at Jabba's palace to kill Jabba, to take him out for one reason or another. And this War of the Bounty Hunters thing's playing right into that, because Jabba's really pissed him off by putting a hit out on him. So, yes, DR, get that going. So, I would love it if Lucasfilm just hired me to write one comic book series. I don't care. Or if they even stole my ideas and didn't credit me, I wouldn't care. I know I wrote it, and I know a lot of people will be like, hey, that's Star Wars Fanatics work. And, but yeah, I think it'd be really cool. Darth Vader or Darth Revan? I'm gonna have to go with Revan. As much as I love Vader, he's my second favorite character and everything. He's more mechanical. He doesn't have the Force as well as Revan. And if you put Revan against Nihilus, I'm gonna put Nihilus every time. I mean, Nihilus 8 planets. You can't get much better than that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Revan over Vader, but I like Vader more than Revan because I don't know. I don't know why. I grew up with Vader. When I was a kid, he came on screen, and I was just like, wow, look at that guy. Even though he only had like 12 minutes of screen time on A New Hope, I was like, wow, that guy's cool. Revan, he's really awesome too. I like what he did for Mandalore. So, yeah, it's Revan. I was even looking at, and DR, you really got me thinking about this when I was looking online at how to make certain things out of cardboard, such as masks, armor, stuff like that. And I think I can actually do it. I think I can actually make 2 sets of Boba Fett armor out of cardboard, and I'm going to try it. Yeah, I think I'd kill off Dengar. Sorry, DR. He's kind of a douche in these War of the Bounty Hunters comics and the Bounty Hunter comics. He's kind of a douche. Yeah, let's see if we can get that going. Here, I'll throw you another hashtag. There you go. I went over this just a little bit ago, Boba Fett, the best bounty hunter, but I'll reiterate it. I'm all for it. I'm all for the remake. God, I'm so excited about it. I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet. Don't know when I'll be able to get one because it looks like graphics cards are expensive and they can't use them right now. They can't get any to make their PlayStation 5s. So I am excited for it. I can't wait for it to come out so I can start seeing it online until I can get a PlayStation 5 and get that game as well. It does not look like it's just a graphics update like Clone Commander or Clone Commando and those sort of games, it looks like it's a whole new remake of the game. That's what I'm gathering anyway. Even though it's only a short trailer, I did put it in my last video as well. I put the trailer in there because it's so badass. Yeah, he is. He's kind of the underdog there, Robin. Kind of like, he had to work really hard for what he has. Yeah, it says it's a remake, but we'll see how much of a remake it actually is. I want him to stick with the original story, maybe not frame per frame or word for word, but stick loosely with the original story. Don't move it into the High Republic. Keep it in the Old Republic, because it is Knights of the Old Republic. And I know they're all about this High Republic thing right now, but which I'm getting ready to start reading more of. I did buy the first volume of the High Republic comic books. I still have to finish Light of the Jedi, Into the Dark, and a couple others. Do I think the remake will be canon? Yes, I do. Revan, I believe, is already canon. So, I think they will. That's why I think they're remaking it, to make it more modern and fit into the current canon timeline. Yeah, they'll fix the dialogue. Well, hopefully they'll fix the dialogue. Star Wars is laden with horrible dialogue all the way from the beginning. So that's kind of one of the trademarks of Star Wars, is having bad dialogue. All right, so there's something else I wanted to show you. I had a couple people ask me about my R2 unit right back here. That R2 was made by a company called Sphero. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. The BB-8 was really popular, and all that. So I bought him. I got him for Father's Day one year, and I sent my wife the link to it. It was like $50 at the time. They still have them on Amazon, but they're not $50 anymore. They're more like $250, because the company stopped making them to go on to make government contracts. So, with that said, I will say he is an app-enabled droid, which means there is an app on my phone that controls him. I have him right now. I just have him on human interaction mode, so he just interacts with me and whatever else is going on. You can also have him interact with the movies, all the way up to The Last Jedi. They stopped making them and stopped updating them before The Rise of Skywalker finished, which is disappointing. So now, what I will do is I'll pop his little leg out there. Hey, man, your head's backwards. There you go. Good job. In order to get him to move or do anything, I have to unplug him. So, I'll take the USB out. And you're a little fast today. You must be really charged up. Hey, yo. Calm down. He does little things like this. He gets all upset. Oh, nope. No pushing other stuff off the table. Quit. He does like to fall down once in a while. And that. See? See, he was supposed to fall then, but instead he started falling as soon as I touched him. So, I'm going to put him back in interaction mode. Stop! Alright, so he's back in interaction mode. I'll plug him back in so he can sit there quietly and not trying to knock everybody else off the table. 9 movies spanning KOTOR 1 and 2. Or a series, even one like the Bad Batch would be cool. Yeah, I could go with that, Sydney, but I'd like it to be an live action series. I'm not that I don't like the animated series, but I like the live action much better. And I think with the Mandalorian being so successful, I think it would make Star Wars even more popular had they done live action Bad Batch. Because right now, the way it is, it's mostly diehard fans that watch The Bad Batch. A lot of people don't care about Star Wars cartoons. My wife's a Star Wars fan. She doesn't care about the Star Wars cartoons. And understandably, because to her, they're just for kids. She doesn't understand that they're actually adult. So I'm thinking that's a lot of casual fans' ideas, is that it's mostly for kids. Yeah, it's a smart R2. Family Guy to make parodies of the prequel trilogy. Yeah, I like the Family Guy parodies, the Blue Harvest and something 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 Dark Side. Those are all really good. No, I don't think it would be enough. I don't think 9 movies would be enough either. I think you'd have to have a whole series, probably 8 or 9 seasons. I mean, because what's the time span between Revan and Nihilus? I mean, isn't it a couple 100 years just between those two? Another reason I want to keep it, I want to take it back to Old Republic and not the High Republic, is because the High Republic, Yoda's alive. Good for him, being an old bastard and being able to live that long, eating the crap he eats and still living forever. But let's go back to a time where there's characters we don't know. I mean, of course, we know the KOTOR characters, but I'm saying like the movies, the characters that are in the movies, the series, and all that stuff. Let's go back and take away some of those characters and just have it pure again. I may have time to go do it, DR. I do have to run as soon as I'm done with this and help my daughter move. So I'll try to get working in between there. I know your videos are only a couple seconds long, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, 20 years. Okay, I was mistaken. Sorry, Sydney. Um, I don't know why I was thinking it was a lot longer than that. More Fett history, like before Django. Yeah, I'd like to hear about Django's father and maybe his grandfather even. After I'm finished with the Django Fett series, maybe I'll do something like that. Nope, I don't want to commit to that because this Django Fett series is taking forever for me to finish. I'm loving doing it, but it's taking forever, and I still have probably 3 more chapters to go before I morph it into young Boba Fett. Yep, that's my announcement that the Django Fett series is going to morph into a young Boba Fett growing up for his first 10 years with Django. Not the stuff after Attack of the Clones, just the stuff before that. TIE fighters. Which TIE fighter would I pick? There's 2 of them. Actually, Boba Fett, the best bounty hunter. Somebody asked me that a while back, and my favorite 2 are the Interceptor and the Defender. The Defender because it has shields and it's almost indestructible, and the Interceptor just because, look at it, it's badass. The first time I saw that on screen in 1983, I was like, wow, that's amazing. So much better than original TIE fighters. But I love the sound of the original TIE fighters, that kind of screaming sound that they have. Yeah, go ahead, DR. Let me know. Yeah, Django's father was a farmer, but at the same time, the way I'm doing my fan fictions, Frank, is that yeah, he was a farmer, but he was also the journeyman protector of Concord Dawn, which is kind of a sheriff. Um, and I'm making his backstory a little more interesting. Like maybe he had the armor, because if you look at Fenn Rau, Fenn Rau has the armor and he's a protector of Concord Dawn. Albeit he had the flight suit armor, but why wouldn't Django's father have the armor as well? So maybe his grandfather was also a journeyman protector, and maybe it's just been this long line of things. Vader's Interceptor or Vader's TIE Advance? Jaster Muriel series. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Let me finish up this Django one and the Boba Fett one that I'm going to be working on, and then I'll decide which ones I need to do next. I also have to finish the Johto cast and the Clan Scarata one I worked on. I should have stuck with one and finished it and then moved on to another one, but I mean, I guess I'm like Charles Soule, where he's working on the comics and he's working on the High Republic, he's working on the War of the Bounty Hunters, and he's working on the High Republic novels. During Return of the Jedi, when Boba Fett was on the boat during Pit of Carcoon, when Han said, "Boba Fett," he obviously knew who that was, and he was confused why he was there. They had a history together. Huh. I mean, yeah, a lot of actors use those type of things as their method or method acting to figure out their motivations and stuff. They could have been friends, but Boba Fett didn't have many friends. He had people he worked with and then cut off. Yeah, that's probably why they got caught in the middle of things, Frank. Because, I mean, Boba's father would have had to have armor. From my perspective, I mean, you look at Fenn Rau and his protectors, they all had armor. Why wouldn't Boba Fett's father have armor? Same planet, same job, same everything. So, yeah. So, yeah. More Johto cast. Yes, I tried to write another episode of that a couple weeks ago, and I hit a wall for some reason. I was just like, okay, this is becoming repetitive. I need to figure out something different to do with it and wrap it up, really, because, I mean, I only need one more episode of Johto Cast to finish it. But I want it to be climactic, not anticlimactic, where everybody's like, oh, well, that was boring. I want it to be big. I want it grandiose, you know me. I like blah, big things. And Robin says some of them were. But Cassis Fett, for example, was working in the Mando military and responsible for a lot of restructuring of their army before the Second Mandalorian Wars. Yes, that is true. I forgot all about Cassis. Thank you for bringing that up. I mean, even me, I don't claim to know everything there is about the Mandalorian history or the Fett history or anything like that. I know what I've read, and a lot of it I have read a long time ago. So I need refreshers. And Robin, you're always there to refresh me, and I appreciate that. So yeah, if I mess something up, please feel free to call me out on it, and I will correct it. I don't get upset about it. I don't get butt hurt. I don't say, well, you're just not a fan. No, I don't do that, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take the lumps. Fett were a bunch of warrior farmers. Yes, and that's how I portray them. Hopefully this Boba Fett becomes a warrior by the end of this War of the Bounty Hunters series. I mean, we know he gets... Well, we know Jabba the Hutt gets Han Solo, but do we actually know that Boba Fett delivered Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt? Because it never really says. I mean, yeah, Boba's there at the palace, so is Jabba, but it never really says how he got there. So, yeah. Yeah, I know, Sydney. I know we're all human, but, I mean, to be on YouTube and talking about Star Wars and stuff like that, people expect you to know everything. Not you guys. I'm saying that I have been, like, harshly criticized for missing one detail or something. Yeah, let me go get it. Un momento, por favor. I'll go get it for you. I don't like pulling it out that often because the stand is kind of iffy. Alrighty, so yeah, there he is. I'll move the microphone over a little. Sorry for the thumping sound you're probably hearing. Too much info from about 400 novels and as many writers and their styles, etc. Too much to keep up with. Yeah, so this beauty was gifted to me. It's a a Hot Toys Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, and it looks like his jetpack's coming off again. The guy gave this to me, and I did a live unboxing of it, and it's amazing. I love the thing. It was so cool of the guy to give it to me. It's the one that came with the Sarlacc pit, but right now I have the Sarlacc pit with one of my 6-inch figures attached to it. That way I could display both things and have this nifty stand. And he's got R2-D2 staring at his butt behind him back there. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been great. I love doing this YouTube channel. If you guys didn't know that, I do it because of my passion for Star Wars and Boba Fett and Mandalorians and Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and all that stuff. I do it because of the passion I have for those things. And I love it. I absolutely love doing this channel. It's probably my second favorite thing in life other than my family. That's why I've created a whole room for this stuff. So eventually I'll get it up to where I can film anywhere in the room, but right now it's still under a little bit of remodeling construction and stuff like that, where I'm just trying to decorate it as best I can to make that happen. But yeah, I love doing this channel, and I love that you guys all join me here every Saturday. It's such a relief that I actually have such good viewers. You guys, I appreciate you all so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you guys have done for this channel, and it's not me that's done it. All I've done is put my ugly face on TV or on camera and made a couple stories for you guys to enjoy. You guys have been the ones enjoying it, and I love it. Oh, let's see. The Fetts aren't Mandalorians. Boba Fett immediately kills Olmec. Yeah, Olmec. If you guys, DR, have you caught up on all my fan fictions? Because they kind of explain why Olmec is the way he is. Since Lucasfilm never really gave us a reason, I went ahead and did that. Oh, thanks, DR. I appreciate that, and I appreciate that as well. But I know what I am, and I'm okay with it. I'm pretty stable in who I am. I don't get fixated on such things. Oh, I'm running out of coffee. Uh-oh. Bad sign. Yes, Olmec was killed by Gar Saxon in at the end of season 7 of the Clone Wars. Thanks, DR. Yeah, DR, I'm sorry, Robin, I'll be wrapping up here in just a few minutes. I do have to run these errands and help my daughter get moved and stuff. I'm excited for her. 120 seconds. Wow, you really have it down there. How many milliseconds is it? Gar Saxon's a hero for killing Olmec. Yeah, as much as I want to slap Gar Saxon in the head for joining the Empire rather than his Mandalorian Brotherhood, it was good of him to kill Olmec. Even though Olmec was getting ready to tell about Order 66, or what he knew of it so far. Yep. All right, guys. I am going to have to get off here now. I know it's a little bit short. Oh, good morning, Cooper Cherney. I was just getting ready to log off. I'm sorry you missed just about everything. Somehow Place Cap returned. Welcome back, Emperor. Imperial Mandos are cool. They look cool, but they're not cool. They're traitors to their people. They should be exiled, honestly. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Hey, see you, Robin. Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, so you guys have missed my War of the Bounty Hunters review. Talking about Star Wars movie schedules for 2023, 2025, and 2027. Yeah, so basically that's it. And we talked about the KOTOR remake coming up. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to be able to buy a PlayStation 5, honestly, and a VR headset. But shh, don't tell my wife that. All right, but I am going to have to sign off here. I got to go help my daughter take care of things. So I do appreciate you guys so much. I was just talking about that, how you guys have really made this channel possible. It's not me. It's not what I do. You can tell by the amount of views I get. It's you guys watching these videos. It's not everybody else. So you guys are really making it worthy for me. Sorry, I'm just reading comments here. Garsax and Blazecap, I say he's a traitor because he joined the Empire. And everybody, thank you so much. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Subscribe to the channel. Don't unsubscribe. It's weird. I get a lot of unsubscribers. I've had a couple the last couple days. It seems like when I release a video, they unsubscribe. It's like, oh no, I subscribed to this guy and he's actually making videos. I can't handle that. And they unsubscribe. I don't know if I'm just making bad content because they don't leave a thumbs down and they don't leave a comment on the video. If you don't like something in a video, please tell me and we'll talk about it and I can explain my method and my thoughts and all that stuff instead of just knee-jerking on unsubscribe. I'm here for you guys. Yeah, and hit the thumbs up as well. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit the thumbs up and help support the channel. And any views I get on it and stuff, any money I make from YouTube goes right back into the channel. And that's what I've been remodeling my Star Wars room with, so I can do more and broaden it a little bit and not just stay in this little corner over here and start moving around the room and doing my live streams. One day I might just be sitting on my little couch there doing it. But anyway, subscribe, like, share, and let's see if we can get this channel to 5,000 subscribers here soon. All right. Thank you guys for joining so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. I love you all. And remember, this is the way.